I will leave the word to Dimitris from Amazing Youth, which is going to introduce the next contribution, which, if I remember correctly, it's going to be recorded. Is that correct?
Exactly, Fabrizio.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Also, the next presenter, actually, I'm Dimitris Maniatakos. I'm part of the organization Amazing Youth, also part of this project. Really happy to be here. Thank for the very good organization like Fabrizio and Sofia that you organized the very structure. Also, the people that have attended. So the next two presentation actually. First of all, can you hear me well? Because I was trying to put the microphone. Do the microphone do the job or like here? I have no idea.
I don't think the microphone is doing the job. I think you're from your computer.
Now?
Yeah.
Now
Yes.
it's a mic. Okay. I will put it here. So the next two presentation, it's gonna be about the use of AI at the first part, how we can use AI in our daily work. Here, the majority of the people that have attended are youth workers that are working with young people or they're working with organizations. So the first presentation will be automation and AI in automation from Adrian Dobrin. He sent me the presentation, so I made it like a video presentation to be more interactive. Also, I did some, let's say, modification to be well present. I'm gonna share my screen right now. It's not very long, so I think. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Can you see the presentation of the video? Perfect.
Yes.
I am inside the video? Can you see also me? Because
We can also see you, yes.
AI in automation at Euroactive. NGO, story from the grassroots, how we turned admin chaos into repeatable systems.
Hello, everyone. No, it will not be Winston Churchill, the one who will present to you this afternoon. I will be me. I'm Adrian Dobrin, president of Euroactive NGO, and today I want to share a very practical story. How we use automation and how we use AI to build automation inside our organization. We are here as invited partners in Digimind4Youth, and I think it's important to say upfront, for us, automation is not a nice-to-have tech hobby. It's a survival tool for youth work. Because if you work with young people, especially in rural areas and small towns, you know the real enemy is not a lack of good intentions. The real enemy is paperwork, fragmentation, and time. And time is the one thing you can't apply for in Erasmus+. So for the next 15 to 20 minutes, I do three things. One, I give you the context, who we are and why this matters. Two, I walk you through 4 real automations we built, not theory, real workflows. 3, I finish with a call to action, how literally anyone can do this now, even without being a programmer, using AI as a co-pilot. Dimitris, slide 2, please. Euroactive NGO was founded in 2019. We received Erasmus Plus Youth Accreditation in 2022 and the ESC Quality Label in 2023. We are working for real at the grassroots level. We focus on young people in rural areas and small urban communities in the north of Argeș County, around Curtea de Argeș. And one of our core specializations is digital transformation, not as a buzzword, but as a method. How do we deliver more impact with the same people, the same energy, and the same 24 hours? Now, to connect to the Digimind4Youth theme, the project wraps up today with a final online panel focused on project results and future challenges in digital education and youth empowerment. As you probably realized by now, I am not present in
We cannot hear now. You muted?
touch me. Back to the topic. When we talk about digital resilience and digital well-being, one big component is invisible: how overwhelmed youth workers and project teams are behind the scenes. So yes, we teach young people healthy digital habits, but we also need healthy operational habits ourselves. Dimitris, slide 3, please. Let me describe the reality of many NGOs. You run multiple projects in parallel. You coordinate partners, documents, reporting, participants, volunteers, logistics. You have constant turnover, new volunteers, new teams, new partners. And every new project creates a new universe of files, folders, templates, checklists, approvals. If you do it manually, two things happen. One, you lose time, not minutes, days across a year. Two, you lose consistency, and inconsistency becomes risk. And risk here means missing documents, wrong versions, delays, compliance problems, broken transparency. So our question became, what if the boring, repetitive part of youth projects worked like a factory line, but a factory line for good? Dimitris, slide 4, please. We started with Power Automate for automated emails and standardized replies. But over time, we moved most of our automations into Google Workspace plus Google Apps Script, because we live in Google Drive anyway. We want to generate documents directly from structured data. We want to create consistent folder structures and templates. And we want to control permissions and validation at scale. So today, our core engine is Google Sheets as a structured database, AppScript as the automation layer, Drive plus Docs plus Forms plus Sites as outputs, and AI as the co-pilot for vibe coding, internal tools, summarizing, translating, and classifying requests. Now, I walk you through 4 scripts, 4 automations that changed our daily life. Dimitris, slide 5, please. Script 1, Partnership Agreement Automation. If you've managed Erasmus partnerships, you know this pain. The old way looked like this. Someone finds the partnership agreement template, copies it, manually fills it in, sends it by email, waits, gets a reply with corrections, sends again, waits, someone uploads it somewhere, maybe, then you chase signatures, then you chase the final PDF, then you chase the final version, and you end up with file names like agreement_final_v7_really_final_signed2.pdf. That process is not just annoying, it's slow and fragile. In our experience, it could take days just because humans are busy. So we asked, what if partners could just provide structured data once and the contract is generated instantly? Here's what we built. 1. We send a Google form to the partner. 2. They fill in their organization details, legal data, representative, address, project identifiers, or the fields. 3. AppScript takes those inputs and generates a PDF contract pre-filled with their data and already signed on our side. 4. The partner receives an email with the PDF and a drive link to upload the signed version. 5. Their upload goes to the correct folder automatically. So the difference is dramatic. Before, days of email ping pong. Now, seconds or minutes. And here's the key insight. When you automate contracts, you're not just saving time. You're reducing cognitive load and friction in cooperation. Partnerships become smoother, and that's directly relevant to the kind of collaboration Digimind4Youth promotes. Dimitris, next slide, please. Script 2, project folder plus template factory. This is the automation I'm most proud of because it kills a silent monster. Project setup chaos. Every project needs a structure. Folders, subfolders, documents, attendance lists, participant statements, evaluation forms, dissemination folder, contact forms for partners, application form for participants, and many more. And here's a fun Google Drive fact. You can't properly copy a complex folder structure in a clean way. And even when you try, manual copy-paste creates mistakes and inconsistencies. So we build a script that works like a project constructor. When we run it, it asks us for a few inputs: project name, key dates, partner list, project identifiers, key parameters we want embedded in templates. Then it does 3 things automatically. 1. Creates the full drive folder structure. 2. Generates all required documents from templates. 3. Prefills every document with project-specific data. So instead of spending hours setting up a project, we can generate a complete project workspace in minutes. And because the structure is standardized, everyone on the team knows where everything is, including new volunteers. This matters for digital well-being too. Standardization removes the stress of where is that file, and it removes the risk of, oops, we used the wrong template. Less chaos equals less burnout. Dimitris, next slide, please. 7. Script 3, management checklist to Google Tasks. Now, another very practical pain, checklists. In project management, you want a checklist for every project. Deadlines, milestones, communications, deliverables, reporting steps, internal approvals, dissemination actions. But copying checklists is surprisingly painful, especially in tools where you can't duplicate complex task structures easily. So we automated that too. Our script generates a full management checklist in Google Tasks based on project type, timeline, and the standard operating procedure we developed internally. Time difference. Before, copying line by line, customizing, checking, hours. Now, generate plus adjust 2 to 3 minutes. And again, the payoff is not only time, it's confidence. Because when you're tired, you forget steps. Automation is like having a reliable colleague who never gets tired and never forgets the boring steps. Dimitris, next slide, please. 8. Script 4, ESC volunteer document tracking plus validation. Now let's talk about ESC volunteers, because here the complexity is even higher. For each volunteer, documents accumulate over time. Tickets and travel documents, monthly payment documents, volunteering agreements, youth pass, ESC certificates, timesheets, amendments and changes, additional forms and confirmations. If you track this manually, you end up checking folders one by one, trying to remember what should exist, what's missing, what's signed, what's validated. So we built a script that 1. Checks the folder structure automatically. 2. Verifies whether required documents exist. 3. Flags missing items. 4. Tracks progress per volunteer. 5. And adds validation controls. 1. Once a document or folder is validated by the project manager, it's locked, or only an admin can change it after that. So instead of managing volunteers with anxiety and detective work, we manage them with a clear dashboard logic. Green, done. Yellow, pending. Red, missing. This is not big tech. This is what operational dignity looks like in a small NGO. Dimitris, next slide, please. Let me give you scale so you understand why this matters. In a typical year, we participate as partners in 20 plus projects. We coordinate 5 to 10 projects. We have 300 plus total participants across activities. In ESC, we host around 15 to 16 volunteers per year, with 30 plus documents per volunteer. And per project, we can easily generate 50 plus files. Now imagine doing all that manually. Even if you're fast, you're paying with your life. Not money, your life. Your time, your focus, your weekends. Our full youth exchange document package can now be generated in 5 to 10 minutes, including human input. That's not just efficiency, it's capacity building, because it frees people to do the real work: learning design, facilitation, youth support. Dimitris, next slide, please. Where AI fits in and why this is new in 2026. Now, the title includes AI in automation, so let's be very clear about our philosophy. We don't use AI to replace accountability. We use AI to remove friction, especially in building and maintaining systems. Here's what we use AI for right now. 1. Vibe coding internal tools. We describe the workflow in plain language. AI helps us draft app script logic. We test, iterate, and harden it. 2. Summarization. Turning long inputs into actionable points. 3. Translation. Because our work is international and multilingual. 4. Classification of requests. Sorting incoming needs into categories, priorities, and workflows. And the most important point, nobody in our organization was a programmer in the beginning. We were simply clear about our pain points and our desired outcomes. Then one morning, we had a long conversation with ChatGPT, step by step, and we built the first script. And after the first script, everything changed, because automation has a compounding effect. Dimitris, next slide, please. Because we're in Europe, we also have to be responsible about data. We handle it with simple operational principles. Google Sheets is our single source of truth. Permissions are role-based. Documents get validated and locked after approval. We keep admin-only override for exceptional cases. And we don't treat AI outputs as final. We treat them as drafts. So, AI helps us build faster, but humans stay accountable. That balance matters a lot in youth work, because trust is everything. A short demo narrative so you can picture it. Dimitris, next slide, please. 12. Let me tell it as a simple story. Imagine today we get confirmation. We're coordinating a new project. In the old world, the next hours are chaos. Create folders, find templates, rename documents, set permissions, prepare partner pack, start email ping pong, build checklists manually, risk missing something. In the new world, 1. We enter basic project data once. 2. We run the project constructor script. 3. The entire ecosystem appears. Folder structure, documents pre-filled, forms ready, partner contact form, dissemination kit folder. 4. We send partners the partners form. 5. Contracts are generated automatically. 6. Our task checklist is generated automatically. So the project starts clean. Not perfect, but clean, consistent, and controlled. And because it starts clean, it stays clean. Dimitris, next slide, please. Call to action. Anyone can do this now. So here's my closing message, and I really mean it. Anyone can do this now. You don't need to be a developer. You need 3 things. 1. Clarity. Identify one painful repetitive process. 2. Structure. Define the data you need, usually in a sheet. 3. Iteration. Build a small automation, test it, improve it. And here is the modern superpower in 2026. You can sit down with AI and say, here's our workflow. Here are our documents. Here are the steps. Help me turn this into an app script. Now, help me test it. Now, help me add validations. Now, help me make it robust. This is not fantasy. This is what we did. And the impact is bigger than saving time. Automation is a mental health intervention for organizations. It reduces chaos. It creates stability. It gives you back attention. And attention is what young people need from us the most. So my invitation is mixed to everyone. If you are a youth organization, start small and build your first automation this month. If you are a partner, share templates and structures. Don't reinvent everything alone. If you are part of a project like Digimind4Youth, treat operations as part of digital resilience, not separate from it. Thank you. And if anyone wants, after the panel, I asked my dear friend and collaborator Dimitris to share with you my email address. I'm happy to share our automation mindset, not as code, but as a method. How to identify processes, structure data, and use AI responsibly to build tools that make youth work easier.
So from what you can understand, this presentation, it was AI. Like Adrian, what he have done, he uses a tool, it's called 11 Labs. He has recorded himself for around 20 minutes speaking English. And all the script was AI. He gave the words, it wasn't a person. I thought you understand that was AI. So he gave the script of the presentation he wanted to do, and 11 Labs, this tool specifically, made all the presentation, the audio